In today's episode, we are sharing our first ever stay at a Waldorf Astoria booked on points. So listen in. Hi, I'm Raya.
And I'm Dwayne.
And we are your hosts of the Travel Party of Five podcast, where we share how we travel as a family of five around the world.
We will also share how we use points and miles to travel as affordably as possible and sometimes even completely free.
So if you're wanting to travel more with your family, but you're not sure how, we'd love for you to listen in.
So welcome to our podcast where we hope you learn a thing or two to get you closer to your next trip. Welcome back.
Hello, friends.
Thanks for tuning in.
We are freshly back from our annual getaway to Oceanside, and we won't go into all the details about the seabird or anything where we stayed, but we stayed at a new hotel also, and we're going to chat about that today.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice hotel.
It was our first Waldorf Astoria, which was exciting.
My first experience with a Waldorf Astoria was in the movie Coming to America. Hopefully that doesn't show my age, but...
Like, just by watching that movie, that's the first place you heard about it?
When I think of a Waldorf Astoria, I think of Coming to America.
Oh, well, I do not. That's not the hotel he stays at in Home Alone, right? That's a different one?
You know what's funny is I was also thinking that too, but I'm pretty sure.
No, it turns out that is the Plaza in New York, in Home Alone 2. Looked it up. So anyways, our first Waldorf Astoria, but not our last for the year. So also exciting. But some background on this trip is every year we try to do a getaway to Oceanside. We love to stay at the Seabird. It is one of my favorite hotels. We've talked about it ad nauseum on this podcast. Matter of fact, some of you probably have stayed there because of us at this point. And I know that because Mona, if you're listening, hello, and it was great to meet you coming off the elevator.
Yes. It was really a pleasure to meet people that listen to us.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of you out there, so we appreciate it.
That's not true. I mean, we do appreciate it, but there's a good amount of you. But what's so funny to me is the few times that we have been like recognized, we'll say out and about, 3 out of the 4 times have been in a Hyatt.
And coming out of an elevator.
And 2 of those times were coming out of the elevator, which is so funny to me. And I just think super random. So we did meet Mona and her family getting off the elevator at the Seabird, and they were there because they had heard us talk about it, and I think they enjoyed themselves. And so, hello. And
yes. I mean, it's one of our favorite places.
It is. It continues every year we go, and every year I'm still not disappointed. So it's nice with as much as we travel to have a trip where there's no itinerary. So we just show up, we go to the beach, we go to the pool, we eat good food, and that's pretty much it. This trip, actually, I was still working full time. So during the day, I was in the hotel room, and Dwayne had the kids out and about, beach, pool. They went to an arcade mini golf place one day. So that was new for me. But I just didn't have enough PTO to take the time.
Yeah. And you did have something on the itinerary.
What do you mean?
Monday night dinner.
Oh, yeah. So I planned a surprise dinner for Dwayne's birthday. And this whole trip, I reached out to both hotels in advance and I said, we're celebrating my husband's birthday. And they each have something special in the room, like a little cake or some whiskey or whatever. And so that was kind of, since his birthday was the week that we were there, the premise for the trip, even though we do try to go every year. But yes, I did reach out to one of Dwayne's good friends who lives in San Diego. We've talked about her on this podcast before because she is the executive chef at a restaurant called Wolf in the Woods, which is in Mission Hills, San Diego. And it is fine dining and it is delicious. If you're ever in that area and you're a foodie, would highly recommend it.
Yes.
And so her and Dwayne grew up together in Japan, and they have a good amount of friends from high school in Japan that live in the San Diego or LA area. So I just reached out to her a couple months ago and I was like, I would really love to do a surprise like dinner for Dwayne's birthday with, everyone that lives nearby, but I don't know any of them. The only one that we ever connect with is her. So it was my idea, but she was fully the executor of this idea, and everything came together so well because of her. So I really take almost no credit because she had so many people attend this dinner. I think we ended up having 12 or 13 total.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it was probably the best surprise of my life, probably the best birthday. I kind of had an idea because Raya not gave away, but there was some.
It was like this is what happened. The day after I had texted her my idea, Dwayne just randomly comes in the room and is like, and mind you, we go to California every year, okay? Never has he really said like, oh, I want to meet up with so-and-so, or I'm going to reach out to so-and-so. And it's like literally the day after I text her about this that he comes in the room and he's like, I think I'm going to text blah, 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 and blah, 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 and see if they want to meet up when we're in California. And I was so caught off guard by that I was just staring at him like, could you not? Like, could you just not this one time? Because they were going to come to the dinner.
Yeah, so that was one clue.
Yeah.
And then while we were in California, we were driving from
one hotel to the next.
Monarch to the Seabird.
My phone was hooked up to our van.
Yes, for the GPS.
Navigating.
Yes, she needed to go somewhere. Anyway, I saw that my friend was calling her on her phone, and Rhea like frantically tried to decline it. But I acted like I didn't see it. And in my head, I'm like, why is she calling her and not me? So there were clues.
Because I think he was like, I didn't even know that she had her number. Like, what is going on? But the funniest part is I purposely did not save her number in my phone in the event that she would send me a text and Dwayne would see it pop up. Like, instead of seeing her name, he would just see, the 619 whatever area code. And I didn't think he'd think anything of that. So I purposely didn't have her number saved for that reason. But when she called freaking Apple, it says maybe, and then the name. And anyway,
I saw it, but I acted like I didn't.
So then I just texted her, and she's never called me before. It's always been text. She was going to the Japanese store and she wanted to know what snacks our kids liked because she was getting them goodie bags.
Yes. So nice of her.
It was very kind. But then I'm texting her from the car, like, I'm pretty sure Dwayne just saw you call, like, but I can't ask him. So I guess we'll find out tonight.
But yes, Monday night dinner, we walked into Wildland.
Which is in Carlsbad.
Which is in Carlsbad, right down the street from Oceanside. I mean, a really, really great restaurant.
Yeah, we ate there last year and it was delicious.
And it was recommended by my friend, who's the chef. But yeah, I mean, it was great. It was very thoughtful. And I was surprised that, a lot of people showed up.
A lot of people. Yeah. Tell about the menu.
Oh, and we get there and they, everyone got a menu. And at the top of the menu, it said happy birthday, Dwayne. So, I mean, she reached out and they made a special menu. Well, not a special menu for me, but
they printed your name.
Yes. They printed out a special menu. And I mean, it was great. And I mean, I hadn't seen some of these people in over 20 years.
Yeah.
And it was great.
And so we get there and there's just a few people there originally. And so we're just chatting and then more people kept arriving.
Yeah. At one point, my friend was like, 2 more people are coming. I was like, I don't even know 2 more people. But I mean, it was fantastic.
Yeah. Dwayne just kept going, oh my God. It was great. It was really fun surprise for me. And I had been so excited for this. And like, when you pull off a surprise, it's like, when it finally happens, you're like, oh my God, I'm so glad I can talk about this because I've been holding it in for so long. Even the kids didn't know. The kids had no idea. And God bless our kids. They sat at the end of this table for hours.
Well, they were probably they were like, what is going on here?
And in the video that I took of Dwayne walking in, and again, it was just a few people at that point. It wasn't even everyone. Our middle son is just caught on camera going, unexpected.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a great time. First of all, I think we were there at like 7.
Yeah.
The restaurant closed at 9. And at one point, I mean, we didn't even know. At one point, my buddy's like, dude, we're the only ones in here. And I turned around to look at the restaurant, and everyone is gone.
And it was 10.
And it was 10 o'clock. And I mean, they were like waiting for us to leave. Our server left.
We felt so bad.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, we gotta go.
We gotta go, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we were like, oh, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah. But I mean, we probably would have stayed for at least another hour if they would have stayed open. But
yeah.
So shout out to the Wildland. Shout out to Chef for helping you. And shout out to you. I mean, it was one of the best birthdays ever, if not the best.
Yeah, it was a good time. I was really glad we were able to pull that off. And I was also glad it was at the beginning of the trip because then I could just relax and not stress about it. Yeah. Did you wonder why I was like so particular about the kids' clothes too?
Oh, I mean, yes. I mean, that was another clue.
Yeah.
She was she was making the kids get a nice outfit. And
to be fair, like when our 12-year-old brought me his quote unquote nice dinner outfit, it was basketball shorts and a t-shirt. So.
And then another clue was every time we go to Oceanside or San Diego, we always go to my friend's restaurant.
Yeah.
So before we left, I was like, oh, let me, reach out and make a reservation with her. And she's like, oh, you know what? No, let's not do it this time. We're going to use up our Chase Sapphire
credits, which we didn't end up doing. As a side note, still got to.
And after she said that, I realized something's fishy here.
Because I love going to that restaurant.
Because we go there every time we're in that area.
I love it. So anyways, yes, it was a fun time.
Yeah, it's a great time.
So here's how the trip shook out. So we did 6 nights at the Seabird. And prior to going to the Seabird, we did 1 night at the Waldorf Astoria Monarch Beach. We
tried to get 2.
Yes, I tried to get 2 nights, but the night before the night we stayed was sold out on points. So it's a Hilton property, and with Hilton, there just needs to be standard award availability in order to book it and pay a decent price. I could have paid like 800,000 Hilton points if I wanted to book that night, but I didn't. So 1 night it was.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And we were there for almost a full 24 hours because we checked in a little early and we did a late checkout because I had some work meetings that I had to do. So,
yes. And I mean, when you go to a hotel of this stature, you expect great service. And I mean, we got it.
Yes. Everywhere we went, they were acknowledging his birthday, which I did.
Yeah. I mean, our server at the pool was our server the first night. We got there, he was like, he even brought me a free drink. It's like, here, happy birthday. Thank you. Well, then the next day we were just walking by the pool and he was like, hey, Mr. St. Augustine, blah, 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 happy birthday again. Hope you're enjoying your stay. And, just little things like that goes a long way.
Yeah. And you can tell that they communicate behind the scenes about different guests too. So, okay. So we check in, we just had a standard room. I think they did they call it like an upgrade where they give you like a better view or whatever. We had a nice view of the pool and the grounds, and that was great. I will say, I think we're getting to the point where a standard room is just a little too small for the 5 of us.
It's definitely too small.
Our kids did end up all sleeping in one queen bed by their choice. We tried to get them to who wants to sleep with mom, who wants to sleep with dad, but nope, they want to all sleep in the same bed together. So fine. I tried to get our daughter to sleep in a pack and play, which she can still fit in a pack and play technically, but she's like, absolutely not. Like, I'm not doing that. So, and I guess we could have brought an air mattress or something, but
oh God, I'll never do that again.
Oh, that's probably not true.
I hate dealing with an air mattress. I just hate it.
Why?
Just lugging it everywhere, blowing it up, deflating it, sending it up at the next hotel, deflating it.
Well, I knew we weren't going to need it at the Seabird because we had a suite. So I used a suite upgrade award. So yeah. I didn't want to do it for just one night.
I'm definitely not a fan of an air mattress. I'd rather just ask for a rollaway or something.
Well, I don't think a rollaway would have fit, though, in that room.
We'll make it fit.
Okay. So anyways, we did squeeze into one regular room, but it was tight at this point. Whereas, when the kids were a little younger, it was completely fine. So I think we're just getting, to that point where our kids are a little bit older. The food on property, we went to the pool, right after check-in. Food on property was delicious.
So good. The best mozzarella sticks I've ever had in my life.
I know, which is such a weird statement.
Such a weird
They were
thing to
so
say.
good.
I mean, I took the first bite of them. First of all, they were like curly
Yeah.
mozzarella sticks. And I thought, this is fancy. You know, first bite, I was like, oh my God, these are the best mozzarella sticks I've ever had. And then you tried them.
Yeah, they were very good. All the food was delicious. It's worth noting, though, everything here is very expensive.
Very expensive.
And the thing is, it's really frustrating when it's expensive and it's not that good. But in this case, it was expensive, but it was very good. So we had some snacks at the pool. Then we went to dinner. And we also had breakfast on property the next morning. And the kids had a few snacks before we checked out, since we did do a late checkout. The reason that we ate on property exclusively is because I had a buttload of Hilton credits to use. So I went in knowing, okay, we have roughly, let's call it $850 of Hilton credits to use up in this one night stay. So challenge accepted. The credit, let me tell you the breakdown of where the credits came from. We have 6 business platinum cards. I have 3, Dwayne has 3. Each of those have a $50 quarterly Hilton credit. So that alone is $300 in credits. We each have a Hilton Aspire card that has $200 Hilton resort credit, semi-annually. So 2 of those, so that's $400. So now we're at $700, right? 300 plus 400. Then we each have a Hilton business card that we just opened earlier this year. That has a $60 quarterly Hilton credit each, so another $120. And I had a Hilton gift card like from the days of yore, but when you could actually buy Hilton gift cards, which you can't anymore, for $50 that I also scrounged up. And honestly, the fact that I was even able to find it is a bit of a miracle, because it's easily been 2 years since I purchased it. I purchased it using a credit on a card that I had back then. And then they also gave us a $50 food and beverage credit when we checked in. I think that was because I have Hilton Diamond status from holding the Aspire card. So all in all, we had $920 in credits to spend.
Yes. So we splurged.
So we did. Snacks at the pool, dinner. Our 12-year-old, he loves to get a steak. And almost always we tell him, no, you cannot order the steak because it's always so expensive.
It's the most expensive thing on the menu.
So he's looking, Dwayne and I are talked at the pool, and I'm like, I'm going to let him get the steak. And we're like, yes, we're in agreement. So then we get to the restaurant.
We get to dinner and he's looking at the menu. He's like, the only thing I want is $75. And of course, it's the steak.
Yeah.
And he repeated that like 5 times.
And we're just like kind of ignoring him.
Yeah.
Like, uh-huh.
Because we already knew we were going to get him the steak. So we don't even ask him what he wants. So the server comes, we get appetizers because we're splurging.
Yeah.
We get appetizers, we get drinks. Then he comes back, he's like, you guys are ready? Or he asked if we were ready. We said yes. So then we proceeded to order. So everyone puts in their order, and then it comes, my son's turn, and we ordered for him.
Well, because Dwayne had said, I'm going to do the steak.
Oh, yeah.
And then Dwayne had said he's also going to do the steak.
Oh, yes. That's what happened. And then the look on his face was
his head whipped around so fast, like, what is going on here? And then after the server left, he was like, I'm sorry, what is happening? Help me understand why I can get a $75 steak. I don't even think we told him about the credits, quite honestly. I just was like, yeah, we just figured we'd let you. And so I had a lobster roll and truffle fries and a glass of wine. That is an elite dinner right there. It was very good.
Yes. I had the steak, a glass of whiskey.
We ordered, we let the kids get dessert.
Calamari. Our 2 youngest kids ate the calamari.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It
was a great time.
The food was delicious. Breakfast the next morning, same thing. Really, basics, but good.
Yeah, I had a croissant breakfast sandwich. Super good.
And
it was huge.
And then I went down to the front desk with my 10 credit cards plus my Hilton gift card. And I said, I would just like to apologize in advance for what I'm about to ask you to do. I go, but I would like to pay our bill using multiple forms of tender. And the guy just laughed and he goes, oh yeah, no problem. I can do that. I go, okay, well, I have 10 credit cards. He goes, no problem. I go, I also have a Hilton gift card. He's like, no problem. I'm like, okay. So we just went through each card one by one, 50 on this one, 50 on this one, down the list, 200 on this one, blah, 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 blah. And then here's the best part. So like a day or two later, we're just moseying about our lives. And I get an email that I used an Amex offer. And the Amex offer was $40 off, $200 or more at a Waldorf Astoria or Hilton resort. I don't remember exactly. So technically, not only did we have a completely free stay, but we profited about $38 because our entire bill came to $922. And again, remember, we had $920 in credits. So we paid about $2 out of pocket for this stay. That included the valet parking, all the food, all the drinks, all the whatever. And then we got an additional $40 credit on top of the $200 resort credit that credit was on. So we made $38 on this stay, which is funny to me.
It's really funny. I mean, to get paid to stay there is hilarious.
Just giddy.
But overall, would definitely recommend this place. We're definitely going to go back.
Yes, I think that this would be a great add-on to our normal Oceanside trip. It's about 25 minutes between the two properties, so not far at all. Monarch Beach is a little farther north than Oceanside, so it's a little closer to LA. It's in Dana Point, actually, is where it is, so not far at all. You should tell about the beach club, though, because Dwayne took the kids to the beach club while I was working. I wasn't there.
Yeah, so they have a beach club, and they have a free shuttle, a little trolley, they call it. It's like just a, limo golf cart, if you will. They drive through the golf course at this property to get to the beach. It's really, really nice area. But we were there before it opened. The restaurant, anyway, the actual club. But there were volleyball courts, cornhole. When we got there was a group of ladies doing yoga. The beach is probably the only negative I have about this property. I mean, it wasn't the nicest beach, but it still is a beach.
Because there was just
debris and a lot of seaweed and like in the water too. Like you can see it in the waves. That's how much.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Were the waves big or no?
I mean, it was early morning. So I mean, they were.
It looked like it was kind of almost in a little bit of an inlet and protected when I looked at the picture. But was that the case or
no? Oh. No, it looked like I can see why you thought that, but no.
Oh.
The waves were okay. They weren't Oceanside waves, but yeah.
So there's like a restaurant there that you can order food? Yes, there's
a restaurant. It's the actual club. Yeah. There's indoor seating, a lot of outdoor seating.
Do they have like beach chairs and stuff they'll set up?
Yeah. Beach chairs, umbrellas. There was a guy out there setting up for a few people that were there already. Mm-hmm. Like I said, volleyball, cornhole.
So towels, everything you need.
Towels, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Dwayne sent me a few videos, and I was like, "Oh, that looks nice." The shuttle
runs like every 15 minutes to and from the hotel.
How long was the shuttle ride?
4 minutes, 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah. It can't be that far because you can see the ocean from the property.
Not far at all. And again, you're driving through the golf course, so we had to wait for some people to hit their shot.
Yeah, I could see this being a great couples getaway property, but it also seemed perfectly family friendly. We saw a lot of kids there when we were there. The other thing to remember about California, and I've said this on every episode we ever talk about, but California in June is not quite summer yet. They have what's called June gloom, and it is just gloomier, especially in the mornings. Usually in the afternoon, that ozone layer burns off and it'll be more sunny, but it's also not super warm. It's 70 maybe. I think it was the upper 60s or lower 70s when we were there. Next year, I'm going to try to plan it so that we can go back right before the kids go back to school, which would be mid-July. And hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer because our kids were cold.
Yeah, it was chilly.
Yeah.
I almost bought a sweatshirt, but I had to buy our two youngest ones sweatshirts.
Yeah.
2 each, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, they were cold. So I know that when we go to Scotland in a few weeks, they will be cold also. So I gotta get them some layers for that. But all in all, would totally recommend Monarch Beach. I think we will definitely go back. It's a really great place if you're, nearby to use up your Hilton credits too. I mean, like the fact that we didn't really pay anything for that stay, so booked on points, and then, all of our food was free, I thought was really fantastic. And if you could time it so that you are maybe in between the quarters, you could get even more value out of it. I did reach out beforehand and they don't take any sort of prepayment, so you can't do that. There are some Hilton properties where you can prepay your bill, a certain amount of time in advance. And that could be another way that you could get like, maybe some Q1 credits in and then go in Q2 or whatever. You get what I'm saying. But this property didn't do that. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but I still felt good about the almost $1,000 in credits that we were able to utilize. And again, I do want to also clarify that these are credits on cards with hefty annual fees. So recouping and using these credits is a way to recoup some of that annual fee back and ultimately help us decide if it makes sense to keep keep paying the annual fees going forward. So I do keep track of all that in a handy dandy little spreadsheet. So yeah. Anything to say about the Seabird? It's great.
I mean, it's great. It's great.
So we did, again, 6 nights at the Seabird. I used a suite upgrade award. I booked before the devaluation went into effect, but it didn't look like the devaluation hit the Seabird too hard. I think I paid 29,000 points a night, and I think maybe now it's 30,000 points a night, so nothing crazy different. But I will say originally they gave us a partial ocean view suite, and I did request to be moved to an oceanfront suite.
I did.
Yeah, Dwayne did. I'll just briefly share this story because it's going to sound ridiculous. And if you are listening to this and rolling your eyes, I agree with you. I agree. But we checked into the suite and it was just a little disappointing considering the suite that we had last year, which was oceanfront and like stunning. Like I gasped when I walked in and saw the view. And this, like the view from
we had like a 200 square foot patio.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
The view from my bed in this suite was the parking lot. So it was partial ocean view, like from the balcony looking a specific way. But
I mean, was there anything wrong with the room?
No.
Nothing. I mean, it was a suite, a 2 bathroom.
2 full bathroom suite.
2 full bathroom suite. So when I go down to ask for another room, the girl was like, well, we do have an ocean view suite available, but it's a downgrade. So when she told me that, I was like, I don't know if I want to downgrade. But come to find out, the downgrade of it was that it went from a 2 bath suite to a 1.5 bath suite.
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short, we did end up moving to that suite, and in no shape or form was it a downgrade.
No, it was incredible.
I mean, it was
directly oceanfront, windows like
ocean
everywhere.
Views from everywhere.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. It did only have 1.5 bathrooms, but honestly, the 2 toilets is really what you need with kids, at least for us. Like they don't shower every day right now. At least the little 2 don't.
That's disgusting. So
it's not when they're kids. And so, like them showering in our bathroom is not a big deal, but like having a place for them to brush their teeth and stuff that's like not in our bathroom, that is helpful. So yeah, 1.5 baths, absolutely fine. The other thing is I, again, was working this entire week and all I wanted to do was look at the ocean while I was working. Like that was all I wanted. And there was no way for me to do that in the original suite that we had. So I did do that in our other suite, in our upgraded suite though. I will say the only downside is we were on the 4th floor. It was the suite, the oceanfront suite was room 403. And there was some street noise because you're right above the stop sign.
Yeah, there's like a 3-way stop right beneath us, basically. And I mean, you heard every car accelerate, you heard every motorcycle, like,
Yeah, so I would bring some earplugs if you're, going to be in that sort of situation. But it didn't take away from the gloriousness of the view for me. So,
yeah, I mean, Raya liked the suite we had last year better because of the patio being so big. I mean, it was great. Don't get me wrong, but I also enjoyed this one, and I thought it was equally the same because the patio we had, it wasn't. It just wrapped around like the whole room. I can't describe it, but
this year or last year?
this year.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't as deep, but it was lengthy. Yes.
Yeah.
Like you could walk along the patio all the way along the side of the building and look into our bathroom, which was interesting.
It was huge.
It was big.
Yeah.
But yes, all in all, love the seabird. I do think that just being able to look at the ocean makes me so happy. And you know what? You might be a person that doesn't care about that sort of thing and you want to be out and about all day, and that's great. Like, whatever. Everyone gets to travel however they want to travel. But for me, being able to wake up, drink my coffee, look at something beautiful is what makes me happy. So, and we don't ever make plans for this trip. We couldn't really make plans anyways because I was working, but it was just beach and pool. That's it. Go eat good dinners. The taco stand we like, Wildland we like, Stella Jean's ice cream in Carlsbad. We really like that place. We found a new Japanese restaurant that's walkable from the Seabird called Sunshine Kitchen. That was very good. We had some good Japanese food there. That was recommended to me by my friend. Thank you.
Yep.
And where else do we eat?
We had the Flying Pig.
Oh, yeah.
Which started off so great. Best mac and cheese I've ever had. And I'm not a fan of mac and cheese. Like, I'll eat it, but, it's not my favorite. But this place had the best.
It was very good.
Very good.
And also had good...
fried chicken.
Fried chicken, yeah. But then, I had mussels and Dwayne got a steak. And, the mussels were very fishy. And the steak was raw.
Yeah, the steak was raw.
So
raw that I didn't eat it, and the server noticed.
Yeah.
And they were like, is there something wrong? And I was like, oh, no. And then she said, do you want me to refire it? And I was like, no. I go, we are not those people.
Well, yeah, nope, everything's great.
Everything's great. Yeah. And so then the server comes back with the manager, and she's like, "Hey, I brought the manager to talk about things you don't want to talk about." And I thought, that's pretty funny. And the manager's like, "Is there something wrong?" And I was like, "No, there's nothing wrong." She goes, "Is it undercooked?" And I was like, "A little bit." And she's like, "I'll refire it." And I was like, "Nope."
Yep, we're not doing any of that.
We're not doing any of that.
Nope. We're going to pay for it and be on our way.
They took the steak back. And the manager came back and was like, you know what? I took the steak off the bill. And I was like, you do not have to do that. Yeah. But they did it.
They did. And I was glad they did because it was $50.
Yeah. And it was I asked for it medium.
Yeah. It was rare. Cold in the center.
So I just ate the outer part.
But it was that. And the mussels too. I didn't say a word about the mussels, and we just paid for them and whatever. But I didn't eat. I only ate a few, and I was afraid to eat more because I didn't want to get sick. I love seafood, but it shouldn't taste super fishy. Even Dwayne tried it and was like, "Oh no, no."
But the sauce that came in was really
sauce was delicious. So, and then they brought out these beignets with raspberry sauce
because they felt bad
as an apology, and those were also so good. So it was really two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, so I think they were definitely off with the steak. Even the manager was like, we're really good at our steaks. I really apologize for this.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we would try it again, but
if you try it, definitely get the mac and cheese.
Yeah, it was really good.
So good.
I don't know. Anything else to add?
No, I think that's it.
What was the name of the arcade that you took the kids to?
Boomers. It was putt, batting cages, bumper boats, go-karts, arcade. No, it was a good time. But whenever you go there, you spend a lot of money.
Yeah, I saw it was like a couple
we had to
$100, I
buy
think.
we had to buy 2 hours of unlimited play because if you just bought one ride, I mean it made the most sense.
Yeah.
And then I had to buy separate cards for that arcade, which also adds up. But I mean, to get the kids out of the hotel, have them, you know, use some of their
Do
energy up.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do get
totally worth it.
They get a little bored of the beach pool rotation, which, I mean, I don't really blame them, but they also have a great time. Like they'll go and play in the sand for hours and then they'll be like, I hate the beach. And it's like,
And then
I don't think
we'll
you
go
do.
the next day and they'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know that you know what that means, but okay. I just thought of one other thing and then we'll end it here. But for your dinner, a few things conspired to make it a good points earning opportunity. And that is that I have the Built card now that I recently applied for. And I had recently activated a points accelerator, which means that the card earns 3x on all your spend up to $5,000. And you can activate the accelerators up to 5 times a year, calendar year. And every time you activate one, it costs $200 in Built cash. So, and when you spend the $500, you are kind of earning roughly that amount. So it's almost self-sustaining. And the dinner happened to be on June 1st, which was rent day. So I already knew that I was going to pay for the dinner. I just wasn't 100% sure which card I was going to use. I thought maybe I'd use the Amex Gold card, which earns 4x on dining, or my Capital One Saver, which earns 3x on dining. But then when I realized it was on June 1st, which is rent day, Built also has another accelerator that's like 2x on your first $500 in spend, I think. So up to 1,000 extra bonus points. So I used the Built card to pay for the dinner. And I earned us about 4,000 points.
Yes. And all my friends were so grateful that you took care of the bill. And I thought it was awesome. Because, I mean, we had a great time.
Yeah. It was a good time. It was fun.
Yeah. Glad to reconnect with friends I haven't seen in so long.
Yeah, and you ended up meeting up with one of them. Again, we had dinner.
A few more times.
Yeah. Actually, one other restaurant we forgot to mention is Blade 1936. Yeah. That's an Italian restaurant, also walkable from the Seabird. We've eaten there before, and it's good food. Really, like pizzas, pastas.
Pizzas are great.
Yeah. Good atmosphere.
Yeah, and our server was great.
Yeah. Okay, I think that does it for this episode. If you have any questions, as always, send me a DM on Instagram, and we will catch you on the next episode.
Yes, shout out to Mona again. Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you.
Have a good one.
We appreciate you. Bye.